am great and ready to take on today. How was your weekend? Ready for this Monday? Monday is my favorite day. I know it seems weird that I'm a Monday person, but I know that it gives you a great opportunity to like get all your stuff done, catch up maybe that didn't get done, get some new ideas. I got a busy week ahead. I love busy. My appointments got scheduled. Got changed up on the schedule this morning, so my early morning recordings aren't this week. So I kind of threw a wrench into it because I schedule everything that way, but I know God has a better plan. And then I have the police chief will be in here at 10 this morning talking all things Holly Hill. And let's see, I've got women, Volusia County Women That Care at 1 o'clock this afternoon, and we're doing the check presentation. I always love to go see that. It's always exciting to find out the amount and to tour this place that it's at or whatever. And we're going to Bull Run, I believe, today. So we'll be there. And then the Buffalo Bills played tonight. Yes, another night game. I am so over night games, but it's just because we go to bed early. So we'll be watching the Buffalo Bills tonight. Hopefully it'll be better than last week. Okay, there's some good football yesterday. And then Tim and I did a 4-mile ride on our bikes yesterday. That was nice. I thought we were going to see the Eagle, but we ended up not going there. And we went down the street. I love the streets where all the trees are coming over and the moss is hanging. I love this fallish weather, breaking out the sweater weather. And I just love this time of year. So I think I'll be riding my bike every day again, which I'm very excited. It was so darn hot for so long, and then we've had so much rain, so I am ready to get on the bike and do my little bike rides and check everything out. So very excited about that. My daughter's shop has her grand opening this week, and so just stuff is going on, and just getting the holidays done. So I do not do Halloween. I am not a Halloween person. I do boo people. So I was getting my granddaughter's stuff together for that, so I can get that in the mail and get their stuff to them. So just taking care of stuff. And yes, I've been eating the candy. I have been eating the candy. So much better that I'm done with the dentist. Woohoo! Yes, finally have that behind me. The swelling's almost gone and the healing's almost done, but Tim made me the best steak dinner last night. I was like, I have missed steak. The little things in life that, we just take for granted. And so I am so thankful for that. I'm thankful for a good weekend. I'm thankful for just hanging out with my husband. We didn't do anything spectacular. We did a couple date night dinner things. We like to go out to dinner, but watched a good movie, but didn't do anything spectacular except for maybe the bike ride, but just hanging out together, doing life. I am thankful 30 years later, we're hanging out and doing life together and looking forward and talking about different things. We are starting to plan a vacation. Yes, I need one of those really bad. So we're starting to work on that, and it is going into the winter for our lawn business, so he's starting to figure out that, and so just thankful. I like to plan, I like to participate, I like to be thankful, and having a grateful heart is so important. Making your bed is so important. I know people always laugh at me when I say that, but, you need to start your day with prayer. I hope that you woke up this morning with a praying attitude. Did your ABCs of prayer. I hope that you had a grateful heart as you were getting out of bed. I hope you did your body stretches. The stretching does a body good. And then I hope that you asked, what we doing today? I always ask God, what are we doing today? And I love to just see what today's plan is. I might have one plan, but God's plan is way better than my plan. So I get excited to see how that's going to go, and get up and get your day going, make my bed, and straighten up as I'm walking out the door and get in the car, and just thankful. When I pull out of my driveway, I am thankful. I'm thankful for my husband. I'm thankful that he gets up with me every morning and makes sure I get safely to the car. When I get to the station, he makes sure that I get safely inside the radio station. And I just think that's so cute, so special. The little things that you don't realize that it means so much to you. We want that aha, grand gesture, huge moment. But I think we really need to stop and praise the Lord for the little moments. We go out to dinner, and the other night we went to Carrabba's. Now, I love me some Carrabba's. I used to not, but it is one of my favorite things right now. I go through these seasons and reasons, but it was so cute because the bread. Oh my goodness. And I love me some bread, but I think Tim likes bread better than I do from there. And he dipped it in that olive oil and all these spices. And so we looked up the spices last night, and I can guarantee you my husband will be making those spices to do that olive oil stuff. And he's so cute about cooking. We usually plan our meals like in the morning for the day, and he's already got us planned through, I think, Wednesday of this week. He's so darn cute. And he's, we have at our house, we always say he has like 5 meals that he likes. He is broadening his stuff and wanting to make different things. And we've been experimenting with stuff. And so it's just been kind of fun. We are home buddies. We like to be at home. We love our jobs. We love this area. Bike week is coming this week. I do want to be out in bike week next week. We were going to rent a Spider. And then we decided that, well, we found out how much it was. They had 2 left, and we found out how much it was. And then we're like, well, that's a lot of money for 24 hours because we wouldn't be able to ride it the entire 24 hours. And we decided, we adulted, and we decided that, we're not going to do it right now. And so, but Bike Week is coming. We usually head on down to Main Street and get some good food. And I hear on Saturday we might be going out to Iron Horse and getting the steak tips. I have never, ever, ever had the steak tips out there. I know, I think I'm probably the only person in Volusia County that has not, but I just haven't. I've had the mashed potatoes and different things, but we're going to go out there. It is so much fun to see all the people and smell all the leather and the good food. And I love the bikers. I do. I love having the bikers in town. They are the nicest people that are in town. I love all the activity. I just love it, love it, love it. But we, as drivers of a vehicle, and I have a bigger vehicle this year, so you need to look twice, 3 times. You need to pay attention. Do not be pulling out in front of the bikers. They cannot stop quick enough. Be courteous and thank them for being in our town. This is the short time for bike weekend or Biketoberfest, whatever they call it. It's like 4 days. And literally on Sunday morning, everything will be done. So welcome the bikers to our town. They'll start rolling in. I've actually seen some rolling in already. And so welcome to our town, and we're praying for a hedge of protection over you and that we have wonderful weather while you're here. I think that's why I'm excited too about riding my bike this week. I love riding, and yes, mine's an electric bicycle, but I love riding on the river because all the bikes will be coming in these big trailers and they'll be offloading them. A lot of people on the river have guests that come and they'll be with these big trailers and offloading them. I love to see it. I'll never forget the time Yvonne was picking us up at the airport and they were bringing bikes off the plane. And Yvonne was like, that was so cool, Mom. They're asking me if I was the driver. And she's like, they're offloading all the motorcycles. And so we just live in the best town ever. We do. We always have stuff going on. It's a great neighborhood. You get to make what you want out of it. And I love where I live. And I love participating where I live. One of the things Tim and I like to do on our bikes, yes, our electric bikes. Now, Tim has rode his down to Main Street and parked like with all the other bikers. It was so cute. We have a picture of that. But we actually like to ride it down on Beach Street to the bike place because we can just roll on in there and get some good barbecue. Not hard to park or anything like that. And so we just love this place. We love doing things. We love participating. And I think that that's something important. You can mumble and grumble about all the people that will be in town, but you could say, praise the Lord for the finances that are brought into our town. Does it affect me personally? It doesn't affect WAPN at all. But what it does is it affects our area. And if it's good for our area, it's good for us. And so instead of mumbling and grumbling this week, why don't we embrace it? Get your leather out, get your blacks out because they wear blacks and jeans all week. Get your leather out. Enjoy the food, go to some concerts, just live life and, pray for the bikers. As you're cruising along, instead of getting frustrated, just start praying. Say hedge of protection, that no harm will come to them or their bike and that they will not have to lay their bike down or anything like that. And, when you change your stinking thinking and how you look at this week, you will be excited and ready to take on this week. So I'm excited. I am looking forward to this week. I'm excited to see what God's going to do. My daughter has her grand opening on Thursday at 4 on Granada. If you'd like to come check that out. Like I said, I got Volusia County Women That Care today. Bold Ladies tomorrow night. So if you're a woman in business and you would like to come out to Bold Ladies, that is tomorrow night. I will be sharing that information on my Facebook page. So Maybe you want to come do that. There's always something going on. You get to participate and not participate. So I'm excited to say that I love to participate, and I'm looking forward to seeing what God's going to do this week. Well, if you'd like to help WAPN with our over and above, we always have over and above at WAPN. Your dollars, your fives, your hundreds, your thousands, whatever will help. You can stop by the station at 1508 State Avenue and drop it off through the mail drop. Or if I'm here, come on in. I'd love to meet or greet you. Or you can always go to our website, WAPN.net. Click on Give Now, become a monthly partner or a one-time gift. But we appreciate everybody that supports WAPN and the different things that we do in our community. Let's get our favor on and let's get this day going. All the forces of heaven are backing you up. Dare to believe that you can become everything God has created you to be. Everything. No matter what your dreams are, God's got you. You might think that it's not possible, but with God, all things are possible. And start speaking it into your life. Start proclaiming it. Give favor of God all around you. I've got the favor of God around my health, my finances, my building, my business, my family, my grandkids, my husband's business. The favor of God is all around us. Well, you're listening to WAPN 91.5 FM. It is Monday, October 13th, 2025. It is a holiday. It is Columbus Day. So there will be no banks, no mail today. But of course, I'm here working it away. The weather's going to be 79. Yes, 79 with a low of 63. Madison, 84 with a low of 57. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday, Melissa, Sherry, Ricky, and everybody else that's celebrating a birthday, anniversary, whatever you're celebrating. If you've got flyers, send them over to me. I'd love to hear about your pumpkin patch or fall festival, whatever you're doing. Send them over to WAPN@WAPN.net. Well, y'all, I'm going to get busy and get this day going. Y'all have a wonderful, great day.